Meda say more any casa. Cancer.
Yes, sir.
Young queen, baby for her person.
I say a tax expert at Casa.
Yeah.
I was jotting a few points down, but maybe see look at the whole thing from economic analysis.
Okay.
In the first place, Obusa question B was French B minus etc. People are jubilating and okay say akufo-addo there no 8 years. And if you want to actually compare Mohammed's 6 months now, let's take the first 6 months of another Danko Akufo-Addo 2017 or beteki Franca or be Pejan in Sawo ho say so help me God. And it's 6 months. The first 6 months. Oramahama first 6 months. That's where we can do evaluate a critical analysis, circumstances at that time, circumstances at this time. Now you share the two, then we are compare apple to apple, oranges to oranges. That is where the analysis in the first. Maybe next week when you come, we can do.
All right, that's fine.
Proper comparison and proper critical analysis from a statistical point of view.
Okay.
Now, so person who near air course or Ghana ha, me pese ubia enra of far makola kakrababia Novotel ne was a friend Accra hotel. Who say anabedu ho ne ho ye jam. And what time you cook Accra Technical University boost a wee program near about 2 o'clock. The busa man for say there and there Sunday now. You can see cars. A whole way.
I hear the congestion exercise on my end.
A whole way cars.
Okay.
I'm not even using humans. I'm using vehicular movement. A whole way. I'm sorry, moving like I'm sorry. And it's Sunday, and then it's Sunday, and then it's Tuesday. And I had to say, and talking about economic activity. So we find the entire national income, which is the national income, consumption, investment, government expenditure, which I'm going to tackle from where you started from.
Okay.
Government expenditure, then the net factor income from abroad, which is the export minus the import, determine our trade balances. Over government expenditure, which is also part of the equation of the national income. Now, government is not spending. And if government is not spending now, it means there is a shrinkage, contraction in the economic activities of our country.
Yeah.
And if there is contraction, this equation definitely the national income for. And if government expenditure no control now, it means now we are not building infrastructure. And the government emphasis system the economic engine activity crank. Hence, hence cars move. Hence, inflation based and because there is no demand. People don't have money.
Because the government the highest spend than India.
Yes, because when they do government expenditure, analysis the trickle down effect. And they say, you bet your contractors car. Contractors bet your a bit trickle down economic activity generating. Government is not spending. There's no economic activity, no income in pockets. You are too full cost. And the economic impact when there's an oil price hike, a bekwa could see the ordinary manner, all the food, all cockatuas, a bekwa so. And almost freezy government expenditure, and there's no activity, incomes echo form, consumption abba form, because government in expenditure now and my investments in also the echo form. And to say if you do the econometrics, the government statisticians, almost econometrics, no more transfer or more they will see its effect, the shrinkage, the frozen of the government expenditure, and they will see its effect on all the other parameters, all the other variables in the equation of national income. The GDP.
Are you saying the government shall spend there, then you be a different economy?
So government has or spend there, it means the expenditure of government is going to eject an expansionary effect on the nation. Activity ever cost you quite your high crofo, it's your mocha over yeska, they will consume more. Now they are consuming more, there's going to be demand on a nema. A man for Besati Juba and say the economy is supposedly.
Why do you think then why is government not spending?
I mean almost policy right now. I don't know their policy right now.
Because they are okay kind of says a spend there. And near my bay bramo manfo activities special as say koso.
Sabai kase enyam kase when you are doing an economic analysis, we know is all things being equal.
Yeah. Okay.
Set on the ceteris paribus basis. Okay? On the ceteris paribus basis there, that's what is supposed to be. But say aban air spend it, interest rate a cost row. Na man for to lose scam
financial 28.
Oh. You see what I was saying?
Rate net 28.
Yeah.
Interest rates between 30 and 35.
Of what I
say.
It's a type parables. And government on say in managing an economy, you have to look at all the variables. And in the econometrics, if I find simulations, so me inject way into it, now a number will be happen. How do I control this? And so all these things. I also want to say in every economy we have the physical policy aspect of it, and then we have the monetary policy aspect of it. The LISI curves. And they determine the interest rate, they determine inflation, and determine all the variables. So you have to understand the economy of Ghana, all the moving parts, and know until you need an economist. And to the Minister of Finance, sometimes you don't need Obiwaya Finance to be the Minister of Finance. You need an economist. Until the Kwasibocho was great, and I'm going to say it. You need an economist. Yeah, or take monetary policy, I say. Yeah, or physical policy, I say. Yeah, or to me, adjustments in the economy to make sure, say,
synchronize.
Yes, synchronize it. And when this curve is moving this way, whether this curve also has to establish an equilibrium. To establish an equilibrium. And see, what they are doing, because a minimum policy, but therefore, almost shrinking, almost freezy government spending. It means government activities, what's injected the engine of growth, and our roads are good. But we build the roads and roads near good. Then the hinterlands can bring in the agriculture produce. And so build the roads now. When you are building the roads, then if factories build, it should be holistic approach. And to build the roads, you make sure say light so you make sure say trains you make sure say petrol posts what set in such a way say drivers can do whatever. You make sure say agri farmers and when they fertilizers etc. When they produce, not only the bar tomato and say tomankese and say wakomadan. By a tomankese now, it be tomato factory. We can juice it, we can puree it, we can do tomato juice, we can do tomato paste. And there's a demand in the market. And feeding the market in Ghana, then we enter into the after. And your president, your government, now you think holistically. It is not about say machi way. I will keep on saying say you need the leadership with that particular mindset that believes, say, let us generate or create a lot of economic activities. Because creating the economic activities, and they don't understand activities, and every siphon, every pool of the resources that we have in this country. And the resources, part of it is the human capital. And now build that tool with the stem. And let's get use. You pull them into the factories, you pull them into innovations, you pull them into IT, you pull them into so many things. You just don't produce the human capital. Now we are, if the human capital, you cannot practicalize the Omwa, it becomes useless. Zimmerman, one guy friend is Zimmerman, or say resources are, but they are made. And you can get gold, then the gold are chef from her. Now Ghana, you see, will go see and two gold, let's say, you get the proper gold, and translated gold into various consumable and and that gold is useless. What you say? And see, almost freezy government expenditure. And almost tax amount no almost economic activity in the country will slow down. When economic activity in the country slows down, almost also almost control inflation. But
inflation dollar.
Yes, inflation will go up again. If you say productivity is shrinking. The productivity is shrinking, no. Not Ghana for